I could have been fair and I could have been fair and I got a knee injury and I didn't make it. No. What's good YouTube? I'm 16K Elliot and I'm back with another one.
Ice on my neck, flawless begins. Hop off a jet, barely get rest. Cash through the mud, I get a check. You selling run on my pants and my chest. Chanel a dress, clean up a mess. I eat her flesh.
Where did it all go wrong? I could have been a footballer, man. I could have been a footballer. I could have played with Messi and Ronaldo. I could have been a footballer. No, I'm only joking, but obviously, if you guys read the title, so and I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of an interesting one, I would say. It's a bit of an interesting one. It's not everything. It's not something you see every day. So today's gonna be a quick little video of me summarizing or giving you guys an update on my life, really, or update on my footballing journey. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of a summary of it, of how I played football throughout the years, and so yeah, that's pretty much it, really. I want you guys to get to know me a little bit more, and I'm not sure if you guys really know if I play football, and I did say in my first ever video that I did play football a little bit, but so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and let's get straight into it. Alright, cool. Where should I start this? So growing up, well, when I was 9 years old, I was born in Hackney. I was born in Hackney, East London, and I went to primary school there up until year 5ish. So when I was 9, yeah, summer of 2010, I moved out of Hackney when I was 9, and the thing is, I had played football growing up in primary school, whatever, but I never played for an actual Sunday league side or whatever. I feel if I did, maybe I'd be in a different position right now, but that's ifs and maybes, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, everything happens for a reason, so let's not delve into that too deep. So I grew up in Hackney for the majority of my life, and then I moved out to the area I'm living in now. I don't want to disclose that, but I started playing for a Sunday league side here, as soon as I moved here. Basically, it got to winter time, and I started playing Sunday league because I just wanted to. And obviously, growing up in Hackney, everyone really plays football. You know what I mean? And when I was there, I wasn't I'm not gonna say I was the best, but when I moved to the primary school that I moved to, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was the best at the school. I was. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna say that I was the best at this primary school, but when I lived in Hackney, I'm not gonna say I was the best at the school or the best in the year, because I really can't remember. But I can remember that when I moved to this area that I live in now, I was the best in the school. So I had moved here, and then basically the football, I was really seriously introduced into the football world then. I was always I'm not gonna say I struggled playing football or struggled to learn. I always learned it quite fast, or I was just stuff I was always football mad. So I would always be practicing in my bedroom, in my house, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately for my mum, but I was just football crazy. So I was never really a bad player. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's fast forward about a year after moving to my new house, and the Sunday league side I've been playing for, because I came kind of late. I didn't start until the winter time. I didn't sign up or anything. So what I did is I waited a year. I trained or whatever with the side, and I waited a year, and then I don't know why this happened, but I ended up signing up for the team that was a year older than me for whatever reason. The thing is, I don't know why that was, but I don't know. I just ended up signing for I think the team that I was meant to sign up for, my age group, they just weren't training that day, or on whatever day that everyone's meant to join up, they weren't training that day. So I ended up playing for the side that's a year older than me. So this is me in year 6 playing with year 7s. So I wasn't actually meant to play 11-a-side football at that time, or I was meant to be in my first year of 11-a-side football, because with Sunday league, how it works is that you play 11-a-side football, you play 7-a-side up until year 5, and then from being 9 years old until you're 10 years old, and then when you turn 11, you play 11-a-side football. So I was like inexperienced and everybody else was like more used to playing 11-side, and I was effective playing with people in my year, but when I played with people that's older than me, like I was whack. I'm real with you. I was rubber. I just couldn't hack it. I couldn't hack it. Like everyone was just like so much better than me, and because they were just obviously they were like bigger and stronger than me and faster than me.
You ain't nothing but a broke boy.
Like they were just more used to playing on the big pitches, and bearing in mind, I had never ever at this point played for like an 11-a-side club. So I got to year 7. I got to year 7 now, and I ended up going to the secondary school where the majority of the players in the team I played for went to. So like I went to do the school like football trial, or for the school football team, and like obviously like, I got in. Like, but the thing is, the teacher had me, like the PE teacher there at that school.
A Westman! That is correct! You're a Westman!
The PE teacher at the secondary school I went to had me play like a year up as well. And the thing is, I had already gotten used to it now because I had done so for a year already. Or prior to playing things. So yeah, I started doing that. I'm not gonna lie, at first I was in the school team. I did my thing, I'm not gonna lie. In my first ever game I scored a goal and I was quite like gassed. We thought we was gonna lose that game, we ended up winning that game as well. It was quite sick. But yeah, so that happened, and my teacher obviously saw this. He must have thought like I was a good footballer, so he asked me to go to play for district. Now the thing about district is usually like one borough, and district football is basically like all the best footballers in the borough play for like one side. You know, when we play against other boroughs, sometimes academies, sometimes an academy is like a youth professional team. I was playing district football now. I wasn't playing district football yet. I went to the trial. Me and another kid in my year group. It was always like us two. Like everyone tried to pit us up against each other, but we had two completely different games. So we had both been playing for the year up, so he thought, yeah, we might as well like try for this district team. And the thing about my district was Hackney and Tower Hamlets. Boys from Hackney schools, and boys from Tower Hamlets schools, and I think there was a couple boys from Greenwich as well. Don't know why, but like there was like one guy from like Greenwich, and he was cold. But I've gone to the trial now, and at first attempt I didn't actually get in. On the night I didn't get in because I came late to the trial, and like I was playing out of position. I played atrociously, but that's besides the point. Obviously, so a couple months down the line, they had like a game against Leighton Orient. So my PE teacher, obviously he knew I could play football, so he asked me to play. You know what I mean? Maybe there were short players that day, but it was a blessing in disguise because I ended up having a decent game. We didn't win. I'm not gonna say I necessarily stood out that day, but I played decent. You know what I mean? So yeah, I played district football now, and yeah, like everything was going smoothly. And me, like at this stage, like I thought I could actually take this seriously, like football, because like having played against an academy, obviously we lost in the end. They were like much better than us, but like the difference in quality like wasn't huge, and I felt as if like I could actually like, you know what I mean, become a footballer. So I started to take football a lot more seriously at this point. I've decided to take football seriously now, and the thing is, the side I was playing for, like we were bad at first, but like as the years progressed, we started to like dominate our league. And at one point we was beating teams like 16-1 and stuff like that. I have a couple like medals and stuff of like when we won the league and when we won the trophies and stuff like that. I'm gonna show them at the end, innit? But like I played for them like 2-3 years, and I had seen that I wasn't really getting anywhere with them. So I had seen I wasn't really getting anywhere, and obviously at this point I was still playing district. I played like, yeah, the thing about my district, like it weren't, we didn't play regular football, like we didn't play regularly, and a lot of other districts like did. But so the years progressed, I was playing football for district, playing football for the side, 11-side type team I was playing for, and it came to that one season where like, obviously we had dominated the league, but we came like second, And unfortunately, like, and I think this is like year 10 or year 11. I think I was going into year 10, but the team had like folded, or I was going into year 9, one of the two. But the team had like folded, and yeah, so that was unfortunate. But I had moved on to another club. I moved on to play for a team called Semrab. They're quite renowned in football, and at first we were pants as well. I'm not gonna lie, we were like terrible. So and we weren't playing in that great of a league either. So like, and that's the sign about football. When you play against like bad opponents, I don't know what it is, but you tend to play that badly as well. Like the football is just sluggish, like, you know what I mean. But like we just weren't that great. But our coach like drilled us well. Shout out to my coach at the time. He drilled us very well. We just became a really good side. And also at the time I also went to a tournament for my district side, and there was mad scouts there. But like that's something like a lot of players don't realise this, but they just move mad when they see like any sort of club side. They're not signed, but they just move mad. Like, this is something I've always like got on my nerves. Like, whenever they see like Norwich, or they'll see Fulham, or like all these renowned academies, they just start trying to be Neymar, trying to do skills. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just washed. Like, it's just dead. Play as a team. People weren't realising at that tournament. I think it was only youth game or something like that. But at that tournament, there was mad scouts there, and people weren't realising, if we got to the final, didn't they think that all the scouts would have been there instead of trying to, you know what I'm saying, perform individually? Like, always, that's something about football. If you're an outcome footballer, play just with your team. Obviously people have certain players have like ability to, you know, say match work by themselves, and that's a gift. That everyone who can, you know who you are, like, you know you're kind of gifted. But like, I'm just gonna say, like, play as a team. You know what I mean? Use your teammates, because it will make you look better, because you're trying to, at the end of the day, football's a team game. You know what I mean? All the best players play as a team. But so we got to that tournament. We did okay. Actually, no, we got to the quarterfinals of the Gold Cup. There was like 2 cups, and if you came in the bottom half of your like group, you'd go to like the silver tournament. We probably would have won the silver tournament, I can't lie. But we got to like the quarters of the gold tournament, and yeah, we all went home or whatever. But that was just a little side story. But yeah, the team force, I moved teams now, and I'm playing with this side. The thing is, for this side, like, I've always like played up front or out wide, and for this side, my coach persisted to like play me in centre mid, and I feel like that kind of stunted like my growth as a footballer. But eventually he did start playing me up front. The thing is, I did get like mad assists like playing in centre mid, but I just didn't feel comfortable there. Like, I moved now to this team, and yeah, so I was playing with the team a little bit, and I got to like year 11, and I thought like, yeah, like, this is like make it or break it year. So I started year 11, I contacted like a couple Cat 3 sides, and one of them actually got back to me and told me to come down and try with them. And the thing is, they had recently got relegated, so like they like, all the players who weren't at scholarship age, at that time were told to like, all their contracts were just ended at that point. Like, the whole academy from under 9s all the way to under 15s were just like thrown out, basically, unfortunately for that. So I started trying with them, and the thing is, because they had no academy, it wasn't like a 6-week thing. It was more of a like a year, like it was like a year thing. You know what I mean? Like, they said they would trial us out throughout the year and play us against like other academies or like colleges or whatever, and then at the end of the year they could like give us like a scholarship, and that's what I wanted. Like, and a scholarship is basically like you getting paid to play football. You know what I mean? That's a full scholarship though. And there's different kinds of scholarships. Unpaid, where you like do like a BTEC coaching and play football as well and whatever. But anyway, so playing with the side, and I played like, I was training a lot with them, and unfortunately when I was around like about 2-3 months into training with them, like around my birthday as well, I got like a really, or at the time I didn't think it was bad, but I got like a really bad knee injury. And obviously everyone says, I could have been fair, I got a knee injury and I didn't make it. No, I actually did get a knee injury. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what it's called, but like the technical name for it, but I overstretched and like sprained really badly the left ligaments in my left knee. I mean the ligaments in my left knee. So at this point, like so I did that to my left knee. The thing is, I had overstretched it like once before. Like you see, if you watch football, you know what Kurt Zuma done to his leg. I did that to my leg twice, and the second time I did it, like it was bad. It was like bad. But wait, let me get this correct. I overstretched it. Like I did that to it, and like obviously I played on, and then a couple of weeks later I sprained it. So like I was trying to turn. I think I was tracking the defender down. The defender turned. I tried to turn with him, but my boot got stuck in the ground. I moved my body, and obviously my knee got caught. Like, and yeah, so I couldn't walk after that. It was tight, but I went to the doctors and everything. The doctor told me to like rest it for like 2 weeks, but obviously me being me loving to play football, I didn't really do so. I went and played football like competitively in a match, and like I just did the warm-up. It wasn't even like me playing the game. I did the warm-up and like I was just out of it. Like I told my coach, like I cannot play. I did that to my leg, and I took like 2 months out. I took all of December out and the half of January, and I came back into it. I eased myself back in really, and I had the back end of the season. I actually was quite prolific. I scored quite a few goals. I did my thing really. I'm not gonna lie, I did my thing. Like you feel me? I did my thing. So. Alright, so guys, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Share with your friends, share with your family. I hope you enjoyed the video. Share with everybody you know. Make sure to watch all my other videos if this is the first video you've ever watched. Be sure, if you're interested in football and it's the first time you're ever watching my channel, be sure, my chair's creaking on the matters, but be sure to, be sure to subscribe because I've got football videos coming. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to incorporate a bit more of my life into my channel. So yeah, football videos on the way. Make sure to subscribe and wait for that. Obviously, if you think I'm lying, then give me a chance to prove you lot wrong. I'm gonna show you lot that kickball, you feel me? So yeah, football videos on the way soon. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends, family, whatever. And peace.
That's on my neck, dollars big hits. Hop off a jet, barely get rest. Cash through the mud, I get a check. You selling run on my pants and my chest. Chanel